Welcome to Make It with Tim. I'm Tim, and today I'm going to be showing you how to put beading around the edge of your laminate flooring. I've laid laminate flooring through the living room and entrance hall of our house. As you can see right now, I'm in the entrance hall because, well, that's the front door behind me. In the living room, I pulled off all the skirting board and then laid the laminate flooring and put the skirting board back on top, essentially covering the gap that the manufacturers recommend to leave so that the floorboards can expand and contract due to heat and humidity. Here in the entrance hall, I haven't removed the skirting board. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put beading around the edge, covering up that gap. And I want to show you how I go about doing that. So let's get started. As you can see, I've already laid some of the beading. I'm going to be showing you how to do this corner. Most households aren't, well, I think all households don't have perfect 90 degrees. So I'm going to be showing you how to make sure that your beading gets cut to the right angle. With this piece of beading, I've already cut the angle in to the corner nearest the door. So I slide it into place, take a pencil and mark the corner for the angle that I still need to cut. I then take my adjustable bevel and place it on the corner that I need to know the angle for. Once I'm happy, I tighten this, and this will give me the angle that I need. To cut the correct bevel, we need to find half the angle, not the whole angle. To do this, we need a scrap bit of wood, a pencil, the angle bevel, and a protractor. We take the angle bevel, place it on the wood, and draw a line. We then take the protractor and place the point at the bottom of the line, and we draw two marks, one on the line and one on the edge of the wood. We then take the protractor and put the point where the new lines cross the old line and the edge of the wood, and draw two more lines that will bisect each other or make a cross. Now, this cross and the original point on the side give us the 2 points that we need to draw a line between. This will give us exactly half the angle of the original angle. From this, we know what angle we need to cut our beading to. For me, it's going to help me set my chop saw up to the correct angle. This highlighted line is the angle I'm going to cut for the beading. It's exactly half of the original angle. By highlighting the ends of the beading, you can see where I'm going to cut and what needs to be removed to make the angles work. I put this piece of wood on my chop saw and turn the blade so that the blade exactly matches up with the diagonal line that I've just drawn. You can see the angle I'm going to cut here is 44 degrees, making the total angle 88. So if I had just gone for a 45-degree angle, I would have had a gap. Once I'd chopped the scrap bit of wood to the correct angle, I'm able to use it to set my chop saw up to exactly the same angle on the other side. Now this is important because I'm going to have to cut two pieces of wood with exactly the same angle, one angle to the left and one angle to the right, essentially cutting a V shape out of the middle. Once I've set my angle, I cut my beading, making sure that all fingers, thumbs and anything else I don't want to lose is out of the way. It's now time to make sure that the beading fits and that the angle I've cut matches up with the corner of the skirting board. Now, for the corner that I've just cut one piece of wood for, I need to cut exactly the same angle in the opposite direction as you can see me doing here. I then repeat the process for the next corner round, using the angle bevel as before, measuring the length that I need to cut, setting up my saw as I did before. Once I'm happy that both pieces are cut to exactly the right angle and that there is no gap, I then need to fix my beading in place. I'm going to use a hammer, some small veneer nails and a little bit of wood glue on the corners. You could probably also use a nail gun or glue of some sort to stick the beading to the skirting board. For this small length of beading, I put 2 nails in, one at each end, and then a little bit of wood glue on the end that I'm going to attach to the beading that's already laid. It's then just a case of hitting the nails in, being careful not to bend them as they are very thin. I use a small punch to tap the nails in the last little bit. This way I don't damage the beading with my hammer. It's then just a case of rinse and repeat, and I do exactly the same thing to the next bit of beading. As you can see, taking the time over cutting your angles exactly right pays off. The beading's all done. We're really happy with the results, and I hope that you've learned something along the way. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you have any useful comments, then please leave them below, then I and other people can learn from your wisdom. If you've enjoyed this, please click the subscribe button and hit the bell, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Take care, and God bless.